Okay guys, I don't usually do this, but due to the nature of how sought after today's topic is, I have to throw in this disclaimer. Warning! This series is intended to inform, not trick people into thinking that this is the infamous Lost movie. Please take your clickbait accusing comments elsewhere. Thank you and enjoy the video. Hello and welcome to the Lost Media Chronicles, a show which goes over various lost music, movies, art, you name it. Okay guys, I guess I owe you a little bit of an apology. I mean, that video I put up at the beginning of the month may have been an April Fool's joke, but it rubbed some people the wrong way. Today's topic, just like the disclaimer said, is heavily sought after. Probably the most heavily sought after non-morbid piece of media since the Sesame Street Crackmaster shorts. It's so sought after that a good portion of the posts on the Lost Media Wiki forum are in an effort to obtain it or gather more information. So, viewers clicking on my video on April 1st thinking I was going to seriously talk about it got barraged by this instead.
And his name is John C.
So I guess I'm still stuck in the year 2015 and I still find that ridiculous meme hilarious. But in my defense, it was April 1st. What were you expecting to happen? So, in order to clear up any bad blood between me and my viewers, I'm going to go ahead and do a straightforward episode on this subject matter. Ladies and gentlemen, this is A Day with SponeBob SquarePants, the movie. Now, SpongeBob needs no introduction, but for the sake of the formula of my show, I'm going to go ahead and give him one anyways. SponeBob SquarePants is a show created by Steven Hillenburg. It premiered on Nickelodeon in 1999 and has been running steadily ever since. The show follows the nautical, nonsensical misadventures of a yellow sea sponge named SpongeBob and his friends comprising of a dim-witted sea star named Patrick, a grumpy squid named Squidward, and many more. Its humor is a bit strange for a kids show, but it helped pave the way for a lot of the weird, hyper, intentionally awkward humor that remains popular even today. SpongeBob's popularity has become synonymous with cartoons of the 2000s. It is Nickelodeon's biggest flagship. Even nostalgic Nicktoons are likely to be buried by SpongeBob's massive popularity. And that's saying a lot given Nickelodeon's legendary lineup. So, naturally, many people have attempted to cash in on this popularity. Most have been through legal partnerships and merchandising. Others are more sketchy, possibly even illegal, from bootleg trades to unofficial merchandising and filmmaking. A Day with SponeBob SquarePants the movie happens to be part of the latter forms of cash-ins. This film was an alleged mockumentary starring the titular character. The premise to the film reads as follows. In this mockumentary, SpongeBob lives above ground like all Hollywood superstars. This already sounds really stupid and we're only in the first sentence. Afraid that SpongeBob is becoming old news, his boss runs a contest called Spend a Day with SpongeBob. Okay, first off, contests like this have been run so much that they become cliche and boring at this point. Second off, I thought SpongeBob's fanbase was so massive that Nickelodeon fans argue towards whether or not he's deserving of it. Seriously, this is a problem. It's not even believable, but anyways, let's continue. The contest makes SpongeBob the talk of the town as thousands of kids enter to win. Thousands of kids, huh? Well, with the way this reads, I'm sure that most of them know that it's not the real SponeBob SquarePants and that they're gonna be spending time with some guy in a costume. The lucky winner is Seth and he is ecstatic to spend his day with SpongeBob. And by ecstatic, I'm sure they mean very bored and terrible at acting. However, the day becomes a roller coaster ride as things don't go quite the way they planned. Oh no, it's as if they're trying to give this illegally made movie something of a plot. Oh man, I'm excited, not really. For those who know SpongeBob and what the series usually entails, this is not exactly par for what the series tackles. This movie, scheduled for release in November of 2011, was quietly cancelled for still unknown reasons. It's confirmed to have been completely unofficial, with no blessing given from Viacom or any of SpongeBob's creators. Given that information, it's likely to have been cancelled after a cease and desist notice of some sort. The movie is still listed on Amazon, but people who have ordered it have never received a copy, at least not to the best of anyone's knowledge. The internet being the internet and SpongeBob fans being SpongeBob fans, more information was sought out. The first information gathered was the production company Regal Films. Regal Films is responsible for the creation of over 70 low-budget documentaries on celebrities, with their most famous one being on Amy Winehouse. Regal has used a suspicious number of aliases over the years, showing that they don't really have a high standing in the entertainment industry. The addresses listed on their website leads to a storage locker facility, and visiting their website results in a Trojan virus attacking the visitor's computer. Boy, oh boy, isn't that just charming? Buy our films. If you don't, you'll get a Trojan virus. Oh wait, you're gonna get one anyways. We didn't plan this out very well, did we? Their CEO, Lorenzo Holly, has become something of a mystery. He has little to no contact information available, but it is known that he was arrested once for unknown reasons. You might ask yourself, how do people know about this? Well, it just so happens that one particular fan was so dedicated to finding this lost mockumentary that they actually put down the money to run a security background check on Lorenzo Holly. That is insane! Now, let's take a look at this cover art. Those quotes at the top, all from fake companies, meaning that Regal Films is below even the worst of film production companies. The kid on the front, he's from a stock image likely purchased from Regal Films to save time from having to use the images from the film's production. The background image was provided by an illustrator named Jorge Pacheco, who was commissioned to make it by a realtor. This art was obviously thrown together to sap poor schmucks who thought it was the real thing into spending money on an unofficial SpongeBob movie. All that appears to have leaked from the movie, assuming that it's real, is the quote-unquote theme song, which was uploaded to YouTube in 2014. Other alleged screenshots have proven to be faked by multiple users of both the Lost Media Wiki and 4chan. So why is this so heavily sought after? There's probably tons of unofficial movies that get taken out of production or out of print after legal threats. Why is this one so special? Well, you kinda have to put yourself into perspective in order to really understand it. I can't divulge too many details without making this video overlong, but I'll summarize the documents I've seen. Since August of 2015, exhaustive search efforts have been set forth by members of both the Lost Media Wiki and 4chan. Basically, everything connected to this film is absolutely elusive. Every time someone gets a lead to contact, either via email or phone call, there's always some sort of uncomfortable defensive maneuver to avoid giving more information. Most of the people who openly talk about the film's production online, aside from a couple of individuals, have proven to either be trolls or individuals seeking attention by claiming to know more than they actually do. Many have tried to guess towards why people are so defensive about this film. These theories range from money laundering schemes to illegal sex trades in Taiwan. The reason why this is so sought after is simple: morbid curiosity. With Regal Films' reputation and their CEO having been arrested for an unknown reason, it can be anybody's guess as to what this film actually was. Think about stuff like the Emerald sitcom or Rap City Kids. These were so unwatchable that they seem to have disappeared because of their awful quality. There's an entire community of people who eat up this horrible stuff. Hell, you could consider me to be part of that community with 2 Beats Plus. How bad can this mockumentary be if any attempt to apprehend it or get any more information only brings another door slammed in someone's face? Is it that unwatchable? Is Lorenzo Holly some type of mafia boss who is using SpongeBob as a way to distract people from what he is really up to? Does it contain the infamous non-existent episode Squidward's Suicide? Okay, obviously it doesn't, but with the way this is so elusive, you'd think it would be something that morbid. Think about it like this. Let's say you see a very tasty set of cookies on sale at your local food market. You reach for them and suddenly a store clerk rushes over and snatches them all away and tries to run off with no explanation. You talk to a supervisor and they tell you, sorry, we have no idea what you're talking about. We don't sell cookies. But you know they do. You saw them right there on the shelf, on display. So you ask to speak to the store manager and you get told that there is no store manager and to go away and to never contact anyone from the store ever again. You think to yourself, what the hell? All I wanted to do was buy some goddamn cookies. But apparently it's some sort of super secret that nobody is allowed to know about. All it does is make you all the more curious. Were those cookies laced with rat poison? Were the chocolate chips secretly rat feces? Who knows? But you're desperate to find out now because everyone is being so goddamn defensive. Now imagine that supermarket suddenly transforms into a storage locker facility and you have basically this situation that we have on our hands here. If it weren't for its creators guarding it so closely, A Day with SponeBob SquarePants would likely just be another forgotten movie no one cared about. But human nature has us more curious the more elusive you make something. We don't like not knowing what something is. It makes us feel betrayed and fooled and maybe even conspired against. And that's why so many people are looking for this mockumentary. Yes, it does distract from a lot of other lost media that could be found with the same amount of effort, but you can't blame these people for being so curious about it. And with that, we're out of time. Join us next time when I let that guy with the awkward monk balding in the middle of his head host an episode again. See you later. Hello guys, thanks for watching. As you can see, I do these videos fairly frequently. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment on the video if you want to see more videos similar to this one. Also, be sure to check out our music review show, 2 Beats Plus. We'll be bringing that back in May. So be sure to catch up on your Season 1 episodes. Thanks so much for watching and have a fantabulous day.